A disappointing first map for ARAVT as they were unable to take their pick to the series, but Lynn now move on to Overpass, their own choice, and will look to try and take this 2-0. We've had a lot of 2-0s in the playoffs. We'll have to see whether ARAVT can make it a little bit more interesting if they can fight back. They start CT side as well on this map, which does lead itself to better results. They have a kid and smoke as well on HiHi, so plants shouldn't be an issue. Also see whether there are going to be any issues laid out by Lynn, though. They've got connector control and have spread themselves out rather nicely in this pistol. No indicators for ARAVT as to which way they're going.
HiHi just going for the classic jump spot up. And let's look at the 3 angles. Love it. I realized that they're coming over though and fully blinded out and forced back. Fury's the one to take point and take charge with 2 players looking the other way. Should have been a couple of quick kills. HiHi, however, forced to trade his death. Still, advantage found and maintained by the CT side, and as they start to move through, the smoke will hinder them for a few more seconds. That's all the T's need to get into good post-pump positions.
Yeah, trying to play it safe and try to play the numbers. That will be the idea. They don't have a smoke available here on ARAVT, so even though they have that kit... Actually, no, they're sticking it. That smoke that was deployed, it actually lasted a little bit longer than I expected. And, well, ARAVT will take it away. Just with a smoke diffuse, no problems. Didn't realize they'd already thrown the smoke from HiHi onto the bomb. They were very quick about it.
No, this is just where ARAVT... Great start for them, even if they weren't able to stop the bomb from being planted. That's just the difference between Fury getting that 1 kill or 2 kills. Maybe could have been a different situation, but now they've got to move past the low buy situation as well. Low buy is maybe unfair to call it that when there are 5 rifles on the other side. But
a little bit plenty.
So, yeah.
Take a long-range fight, I dare you. This thing's about as strong as a FAMAS or an M4 combined. Forbidden rifles. They only have a smoke and a flash here on Lynn, which is not exactly ideal. Getting into the bomb site will have to come off of a nice quick pick, but smoke front bathrooms is another position in which they just simply wanted to try and contact in. It means it'll slow down their pacing, and after actually moving a couple rotates over, so Shinobi only has to delay for a little while. He'll have reinforcement soon.
Oh, Shinobi's getting antsy though. Trying to jiggle out, and Nelly's realized where he is. Just spotted the closest pixel you can imagine, but traded out a bit too soon. Good flashbang. They didn't have too many of those, but using it nicely to keep them away and give HiHi a better chance. His problem is dinks to his face. That leaves Tamir to try and hold on, but the double faces are too many. Can't decide between them and can't do more than get damage. Fury caught out and brought down as well. Lynn Vision, perfect set of trades. And what fantastic spacing coming out from them to enable that. That is a very well-rehearsed A-side take.
Yeah, 3 kills there from Zacher, and each and every time he's the secondary person that's peeking the same angle when an ARAVT player is decide to swing. So, like you said, the spacing is good. The execute looked nice. They ran very light on what they had to offer for that hit, but one smoke to CT steps, and all it took was that Nelly quick entry, and they were in business. Second time this has happened this series. ARAVT win pistol, and Lynn answer back with the force buy. Good damage on the star at the start of this round. HiHi's scout has tagged, but not bagged, a frag. Zach will put end to him, and there will be finishing off of business here from the pistols. The 5.7 is a ridiculous gun, but not quite ridiculous to get a couple of frags too quick. Tamir's Deagle does not hit the mark. They're both so low, but Control's got a scout, so this is very punishing as well. If he misses shots, he could very easily be found. Headshot onto WestmeloN, and Starry finally puts an end to it. He got tagged at the start of the round, but he was the last man standing to make it a Lynn second.
The fact that Starry holds his ground over there and just waits for the repeak is insane to me. Most players in that situation would be like, "Hey, my player's dead, I've got to run away." But not Starry, man. Starry just holds on.
You usually get a little nervous, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Very close round, but ARAVT not quite able to put the cherry on the top. Economic damage doesn't matter because Lynn Vision will just be able to reassert it immediately. Would have loved to see a Mac 10, I guess, but you can never be sure about whether ARAVT just go for another successive force play afterwards. Hey, we've got 4 last time.
They were certainly expecting something different as well from the ARAVT and HiHi. And, well, there was something different. 4 in the bathrooms, but it's supposed to only be 1 a stall.
Yeah, this I don't think they're quite ready to queue up outside if I put it that way. They've got guns, Michael.
Now that's a team building exercise.
Gosh.
Guns out now for ARAVT. Does that mean that the sun is out or the fun is out? I don't know. I've never really been good at those types of quips.
Well, sun is always out at Overpass. Quite like that about it.
Yeah.
Unlike
Perpetual summer.
Indeed. Control is going to be left to try and hold on to dear life, as this is going to be a fast B site setup coming through. The stack and connect is going to be completely useless to try and contend with it, but turns out they don't need use. They've got Fury. Swings out wide, and this is WestmeloN finding at least a few pot shots in, making Michael gasp out, but it's all right, Michael. We're still under control.
That looked like he was about to enter DM mode. He just had 3 headshots simultaneously, but I mean, great job from Fury to lock down Monster at the start of this one. Found 3 kills, even though he was on 5 HP after the first duel. See if Zacher can piece this one together. Only 1 player actually on the bomb site, so if he'd found the kill on Tamir, would have immediately enabled for a plant or maybe even a repositioned over to the A site, but Tamir is investigating A as well because they never got full confirmation about where Zacher was.
Doesn't really look like there's any real possibility over here for Zacher to close it out, but time, not exactly the worst of situations for that.
He's just a little confused. Like he's clearing out all the angles on B, and there's nobody home, and he knows that they have to be somewhere nearby.
Guys, are you really just gonna let me get a free plant of it? All right, I guess I'll try for it. Why not, Shinobi? Though, not about that life. Not about giving up free money to Lynn Vision. Not after everything that they've been through.
Yeah, I couldn't quite piece it together fast enough that they were playing retake on B, but having some quick short presence. If he'd fake that plant, you know, Shinobi probably looks a bit of a fool. But it's a little time. Too big a risk. Again, that round very much spurred on by Fury 5K. He now has 5 kills in the server, oddly enough.
It's always a mix-up about which one are we going to call it. Is it going to be an ace possibility or 5 kills on the server? He is a back and forth player that way sometimes.
Yeah, better than Stewie 2K. You know, there's more numbers.
True. Now flashbang through. WestmeloN's found Fury. We're stuck on 5K, and WestmeloN's actually going to keep on moving forward. Uses the smoke perfectly. A third maybe to even line up WestmeloN. My man. He is on another level right now. Starry as well, finding stragglers, and this is about as free a round can be.
The WestmeloN's the best melon.
Don't even have to ask east or west, because the man is in the east.
This is a pretty ridiculous round to have gone the way of Lynn. Sent 1 man on a mission. He passed with flying colors. Very rare we see clean triple entries with honestly very limited support. Like, just had that 1 smoke that was down, and that was it. He handled business. HiHi never stood a chance, neither did the rest of the squad. Do wonder whether they'll spread out to hunt this man down too far. Money's not great here for Lynn either. It's been a little back and forth in these opening rounds. Okay, well, they didn't hunt too hard, but Zacher, even caught slightly off guard, still finds the kill. I could barely see control. Like we've got the X-ray, but that looked like he was still largely in the smoke.
I'm telling you, man, that's 4-3 mode kicking game. Those guys see everything.
Yeah.
So stretched out.
1 millimeter away from his monitor.
Can't be good for your eyes, but it's definitely good for the opponent's life, that's for sure.
Danger close again here for ARAVT. Trying to play up close and personal. The Fury Scout has gotten his kill, but a quick flank from Connector could certainly catch them out. It just won't be quite quick enough. One's running, the other's walking right behind them. They do get control to activate on that flank, and there's a weapon drop, but the double bathroom setup is broken down, and Shinobi, well, he was there on that flank as well, but went a slightly different route.
Can I just say the sheer amount of times I've seen Lynn just run in and take a head on duel and win it is kind of ridiculous. You know, I would maybe even favor the deals in that. Close range bathrooms.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe a chance of a hair after all. Would be difficult with 2 Molotovs available for Lynn.
Yeah, no armor either for Shinobi. Come on. Gotta get moving. Gotta go in for a quick pop because you don't have a kit either, so not a whole lot of time to work off of.
Oh, Nelly's angle is disgusting. Nelly's a filthy man. That's what he is. Takes down Shinobi, and again, I just have to go back to the idea that you just get 1 more kill in Doyless with the Eagle, and yeah, maybe I am making it sound easier than it is for sure, but it just seems so egregious the amount of times Lynn Vision just win duels.
Yeah. And that was the thing when we were looking at the ARAVT-IHC game, is that ARAVT were kind of doing exactly what Lynn were doing to them. You know, they were very much winning some straight vacuum duels. It felt like they looked mechanically the better team.
Timing-wise, definitely the better team, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that even just accompanied with the mechanics, I think they had a few things working in their favor, for sure.
Mid and connector completely abandoned, and now it's a B-bomb site! Opened up. And closed down as well. CTs are trying to bring down the rafters, say, you know what, no one's actually allowed here, but they're breaking into the shop. Fury, however, bouncer man on the site will at least be able to put up a bit of a fight. Leaves them worse for wear.
Yeah, got the A-Lurk as well, so this 2-on-2 is certainly feasible here for ARAVT, but again, they don't have kits to operate around, and WestmeloN's close by, so anybody jumping out of the heavens or coming out through CT would have to beat him first. Xpro is playing the longer game, trying to play for the after plant. WestmeloN's the one that tries to stop them.
WestmeloN does manage to find the first one. Shinobi trades it. Xpro, it's all left to him. Shinobi's going for the quick swing. He's spotted the rifle barrel, and that's about as free of a kill as can be. 6-2, Lynn Vision. Despite the great entries in a couple of these rounds, they are getting to some close situations that maybe you don't want to see that materialize. Fury, fantastic hold.
Yeah, got the nice double entry, but I think it was Fury that repositioned on that B bomb site to actually move closer front monster, because once they broke down that boost, I don't think they were expecting anybody to be playing that side when the boost had sort of dealt with a pillar player and one of the barrels. Very unlikely that you have a third player waiting in the wings outside of Monster. Fury's been very, very good, and will once again hit a tag on the Scout. He seems honestly proficient on the Scout, more than even some AWPers are. Yeah, because he doesn't AWP.
Always some players who are like that. Ah, nice close range tag as well. Goes for the repeat, and has set up for maybe some possibilities of success. You know, 2 players low.
Yeah, it's a 150 damage round from Fury. Let's finish off 1 kill, but the tag didn't actually matter.
Chills.
Smoke, rifle, more delay tactics. Yeah, this is looking real good here for ARAVT.
They've got a full crunch setup coming through and an AK picked up as well. They cannot retreat on long from Lynn Vision as toilets are covered off as well. Shinobi fills out his aim, but HiHi alive and Control's been given space to work around the corner, even pushing in for another one. Finally, ARAVT will have one of these rounds going their way as well.
We've certainly seen the damage being done in previous rounds, but just not able to take it over the line. Yeah, finally. one of these does work in the favor of the Mongolian squad, and we'll see if they can run with it or not. We've seen some nice stuff from Lynn on these entries and just how aggressive they've been on these fights. See a full commitment into this next round as well. Zacker's AWP and the X-Pro AK. The rest are on pistols.
Oh, that Molotov doesn't actually catch on Zacker at all. It's a bit too deep.
Yeah, 8 hull damage. Bold moves in the connector, that's for sure. Ran to the molly to try and chase him.
Well, Zach does find the connector kill at the end of the day, but the problem is going to be this duel from WestmeloN. Tamir was just in too good of a position, and Zach has been left all alone. Buying decision might be slightly questionable from Envision, and they found nothing off the back of it, even an AWP recoverable.
Yeah, that's free. So HiHi will ask for that, no doubt. Suddenly it starts to look very good for ARAVT. This is back-to-back rounds, keeping the majority of players alive as well in the follow-up, so they are building money. Meanwhile, this is another round in which Lynn shouldn't have too much. 3 nades. Where are they destined? Jump spot? Jump spot.
Well, Jump Spot is actually about to give up all the information in the world as well. Control just setting himself up for some freebies and even goes ahead and collects something without really losing his life or any utility. Quite nice. Interesting factoid. Control is the longest standing member of ARAVT, if I am aware, because he was playing with them, God, like in season 36 in open as well. Which is kind of nuts to think about it. In all fairness, might have had some shuffles in and out. I will also add that, knowing the Mongolian scene. But, yeah.
Oh, a lot of damage being done to HiHi, but he peeks into it. Escaping, I guess, wasn't really much of an option. He was cut off and Control a labored spray, but will get one before going down. Started to get legged by the HiHi AWP, but oh my god, the flash is so good that it didn't even matter. WestmeloN's got his kill as well, so after all the chaos at the start of this round, it suddenly ends up in a 1-on-3, one in which Fury, he could be anywhere in all fairness. WestmeloN spotted him, and an exchange of information, but not an exchanging of handshakes. Fury will put a bullet in his brain, make sure this is difficult, and actually gets himself into this B-bomb site nice and swift.
He's made noise, though. Now he's just walking back and hoping that they won't be expecting it. Starry, however, fully zoned in, and he's very low, so a missed shot is going to be the bane of his existence. Nelly is forced to be the savior. Fury's been so consistent on these duels. You'd just expect to see him win it out. Just flounders a spray the slightest bit, and what looked like a 1 round is gets a bit too close for comfort.
Yeah, he almost pulls that off. I mean, one more bullet onto Nelly and it would have been a done deal, but some damage exchanged in previous fights. Fury was at a disadvantage. Strange to see a round end as quickly as that, considering we've seen some good entries from Lynn. You know, we're getting to see some aggressive maneuvers on the CT side as well from ARAVT, which I can really appreciate, because some teams just simply sit back and play retakes all the time. Try and delay and stall with util, but ARAVT want to actually try and dictate the flow a little bit. This time over, it didn't quite work out the way they had planned. They have to, I think, put a little bit of emphasis there on Control, because had he come away with 1 kill and simply gunned himself out of there, you know, he swung out very wide for the duels. Probably is a very different story as well, how that round turns out. First into B, they go in relatively dry. Starry as well spotting 1 player, but the flashes are good, so trades are available, but Fury's still alive and kicking, but only good for the first. Again, these staggered flashes are doing so much work. WestmeloN getting additional information, but they are stopped at the gates here at Monster, and they have to slow down.
Well, they realize that there's already another player who's found his way through. In short, Zacker has to be the one to isolate that duel out. And look, Shinobi's very exposed, but Shinobi's looking back. He's looking the wrong way, however. Zacker's position revealed. HiHi hoping to cover it off, and X-Pro is already present to stop any such possibility. Tamir on the bomb side as a third player for so long, but no impact found so far whatsoever. Like you mentioned, those tagged flashes made it so it's completely ineffective, even taken down without getting a single kill. I like what ARAVT are going for on this B bomb side in some ways, with the 3 players consistently going over. You've got connector presence as well, which can join up, but Lynn Vision is just disabling it entirely.
Yeah, that was quite honestly a beautiful burst to witness. They had so much support for the initial entry. I guess entry duo that we saw from both Starry and WestmeloN. It just looked like every fight was to their advantage. The players that they were fighting were either partial blind or full blind, and they never had to really turn for any of that utility. It does feel like they are fairly reliant on Fury getting multiple kills on this B-bomb side, unfortunately. Whether his teammates have been entry'd or whether he's had to make sort of like a mid-round read, he's pretty good at making the rounds look contestable. Hasn't always been able to take them over the line, but man can shoot.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
He needs to shoot harder, aim higher, or I guess more on the head. Because ARAVT are kind of looking in the bin here. Start off this round with Control's M4. They have a full investment around these rifles. Only one that takes the consolation is Fury, but he lacked the funds. If his team can activate now, that would be great. They want to try and put us up to this as quick as possible. 8 already on the T side here for Lynn.
Good tag on Zaka, and with Starry's demise and Zaka's position given up, Nelly will be actually isolated out. How do you give that up? Control's going to be able to come in from behind, and there's a huge delaying effort that comes into it. HiHi is actually the one who ends up stealing out everything. 3 kills from him, but I don't know how Zaka is allowed to get away with that, to be honest.
Well, opening inside the connector and being able to cross and take duels.
Yeah, after revealing himself multiple times, yeah.
Guy puts on his invisibility cloak, or he Men in Black flashes them.
Even so, last round of the half and ARAVT have managed to salvage together a pretty decent situation, all things considered. Not where you want to be, obviously, but with how effective Lynn has been so far on the T side, you could definitely see worse. Some tags through the smoke as well. Expro not happy about it.
Yeah, I don't think he really spotted Expro, but just firing off a couple of shots just before leaving. Something to remember him by. WestmeloN's been dropped, and Fury as well. Teammate, kind of. Wasn't really holding it as much as Tamir maybe thought. Still 1 for 1. And that will still favor ARAVT, considering they got the opening pick into this round. Shinobi, that's a very late peek. Would have liked an accompanying flash, but HiHi didn't have one.
Oh,
God.
Come on. That's inexcusable.
Yeah, that's pretty egregious. Man advantage now in the favor of Lynn, and they've still got time to play around between bomb sites.
Control's getting proactive. He knows that's his only real option. Fury. I'm sorry. It's just funny to see someone lining up the smoke so far. And I was like, well, I'm not winning a duel. I've got 19 HP, so I'm really going to hope that they just planted the other place. Control, good luck to you, buddy. And good luck has been received. Killfan, and that could be all it takes to spur them back towards that A bomb site. And now with time running as low as it is, this could actually be a very deadly Molotov to be checking out. Fury, however, can't be feeling too comfortable just holding on to it. Zaka's getting close, so if he mollies it out, it's basically giving up his position entirely. Even if he did, it's not quite at the right position. Default is where that Molotov lines up for, and instead he ends up facing down an Optimus Plunge.
Gotta move quickly. There is a kit in his path, but Control 1v2, and they're right above him. So a 9-6 half here from the attack of Lynn Vision. They're map picking the series, but they already lead 1 up, so they could just close this in 2. We'll have to see if that happens in the second half.
and goes. Cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for. We both know we're not the same without rock bottom. Let it go, but we come back to craving problems. Am I your favorite kind of shame? Do I make you wanna hate? Don't go chasing your demons and ghosts, cause you might find what you're looking for. You might catches my eye every time I pass by the old house I used to get my fix. It turned me into a maniac and it turned me inside out. But I can't stay away from the wrong side of town. Third shift job in the factory, I stay mostly to myself. Lately it seems I ain't got ambition for much else. But when the week is done and payday comes, you can try to slow me down, but I keep going back to the wrong side of town. Good luck picking me up.
The second map and Bleeding Hearts for ARAVT coming into this one because they ain't been the same beast that beat IHC. We'll have to see whether they push us into a third map at all or whether this is the last half they play. Now the attacking side for them on Overpass and they want to go nice and quick.
Zaka's the one over here to try and intercept Fury's put up a big show, but Zaka's not quite able to live up to prior tenants of this B-bomb site. It looks like it's just a flurry of entries heading in there. Expro, the only one who's able to even put up a fight at all. This is looking to be just a very quick closeout. ARAVT confident as they move into this next. It's going to be Lynn Vision completely overrun. Similar stories as to what was happening to ARAVT themselves.
Yeah, just getting completely run over. I don't think we even saw Lynn really go as fast as that outside of one anti-eco round. Even that was, I think, a little slower. So, yeah, nice, confident, upbeat second half entry for ARAVT to take the pistol. But we've looked at a lot of these, and we've noted that ARAVT need to make sure that they don't lose to the force buy in response. Let's not forget they won the CT pistol, but lost the following round after. I think there was a meaty nade onto WestmeloN on the jump spot. Down to 55, but you can see ARAVT are huddling together in a pack, I think to somehow mitigate the fact they have struggled versus these low buys. Might be an instance of slow and steady wins the race. After they were just a hair in round number 1, the second half.
Is it going to be another Magic Force by Michael? Envision plenty of those for them so far?
Yep. I'm scared for ARAVT.
I've been scared for ARAVT since Ancient, I'll be honest with you, especially now that there have been some tags coming out. Zaka hoping to come through and continue forward. This is going to be difficult. They've got a couple of flashes, sure, but Expro is a real risk. Can Control find him in the back lines? Great shot from Fury will be helping them out, and with Control collecting on the flanker as well. It's down to WestmeloN. Quick drive-by, make it 2. Why not make it 3? WestmeloN is just coming in big. Nelly's still alive as well, and with 15 seconds on the clock, Control has to go quick. He knows that Nelly's been given time to reposition. Nelly with full information as well. Control low enough to try and fight his way out. He has to force the issue. It's a one-on-one, but damn, does it get close.
Yeah, those tags from Zaka really added up as well to allow WestmeloN to just do so much damage with the MP9 coming out from that smoke. And it came down to this one-on-one that was just super difficult to navigate from either side. Could very well see Nelly take that one away, but Control makes sure that that second round curse doesn't plague ARAVT once again. Very dangerous. Very close indeed, but Lynn will bend the knee now into the third round of this half. And just upgraded pistols and some utility. Namely in nades. Explosive variety. Shouldn't see too much waiting around here from ARAVT in this round. Fury's creating a lot of space with this SMG. He's investigating, and Shinobi will do the same over at the B-bomb side.
Well, it's been tagged up initially.
I feel like he had to fight off an instinct just there. He's like, wait a second, if I do that, I might die.
Nope, you go back in the bucket, and so does HiHi and Fury. Force buys might not have found success, but already the eco, or the deco rather, is looking deadly. USP, no less. Oh, okay, guys, we're not playing headshot only over here. Come on. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm complaining. Control trying to salvage another tricky situation. He is the one with the bomb, and Shinobi is the one with control of the B-bomb site. Problem is that he still is very low, so if he ends up being caught out, this is going to be a completely different round. 20 seconds, Shinobi has guaranteed at the very least that they should be able to have a bomb plant down. Smoke for the site itself will guarantee Control entrance into it. But now come out the rotation. Shinobi ducked away into a corner, will reveal his position, and this is where Expro's AK is about to get taken down as well. The grenade goes deep, but Expro actually managing to avoid it. Surely they're not looking to save over here. Lynn Vision, after everything I saw in Ancient, I am slightly disappointed.
Yeah, no, I definitely could feel that, but the positioning from Shinobi was just too perfect. As soon as Control is kept and got confirmation on 2 or more players on that A bomb site, Shinobi just took room, and they don't have armor here on Lynn, so that MAC-10 was going to chew them up. Even if he was low HP, just very difficult to connect deagle shots when aim punch is suddenly a factor as well, but some considerable work being done in this round. Expro getting those 2 kills on the A site was unexpected. I really didn't anticipate him doing as much damage as that, but he made ARAVT sweat.
I think they did a lot more than that. That's not the only moisture that's going on over there, put it that way. This is still going to be the real test for them, though, isn't it? Zach has now pulled out the AWP. You're in a difficult economical situation as a result of these past few rounds where there's been good damage dealt. If you lose over here, Lynn Vision can just run away with the entire thing.
They have fortunately broken past the gap they entered this half with, so Lynn are going to start to feel pressured themselves that they might just fall behind if they don't actually convert some of these rounds. You know, they've certainly brought them close, but winning has been more trying. Control's been a part of swinging those rounds back and forth. Very aggro stuff here from Lynn, and a small... I wanted to say a small gap. I can't see a damn thing. I don't think WestmeloN can either. But as the smoke fades, Shinobi will take him down. Thought he had the upper hand.
Sorry. Able to find Fury as well in the meanwhile, so at the very least they keep it manageable. Smoke is going to be late for Monster. They're already inside, but Shinobi caught off Control. No different. Starry has been inspired. Fury 5K feels like his ghost lives on that CT side.
Oh my god, he just walks through the smoke afterwards as well. No util, no flashes, no nothing. Now throws his own flash, and Tamir will deal with him with the Glock. He was inspired, that's for sure, but Starry almost finished off a whole damn 5k. 35. Tamir is slowed to an absolute stop. Now we'll begin his venture into the B bomb site. Nelly and Zacher are split, still playing A and B respectively.
They have to make sure they don't let him get the bomb plant down over here. Their own money's been very, very questionable as well. And with an incendiary for Nelly, this should be difficult. Tamir has to make sure he's using his smoke for the plant itself. Oh, there's 8 seconds on the clock. Tamir's just backing off. Are you kidding me? He doesn't have time anymore.
Yeah, would have barely managed to get that bomb down, but Nelly makes sure that he can't even get back into the site. We saw a Lynn Vision player in a similar circumstance. I think it was Zacher when he was trying to piece together a clutch. He really thought that there would be somebody looking at him when he went through the bomb site, but just takes too much time to come to that realization that they were simply hiding, giving a lot of respect. Said the money was going to be broken at some point or another because of all the damage done in prior rounds, and you can see, or rather you can hear,
yeah,
the clicking of desperation.
It's like crickets, but it's the most annoying thing as an IGL when everyone's just clicking away Glocks. Like, guys, please stop, please.
Are you guys even listening to the call I'm making?
Yeah. It's going to be a round where Lynn Vision just has to make sure that they keep as many weapons alive as humanly possible. And Zacher, that's a good start to things. Why not make it 2? Why not?
This was very disjointed.
Yes, very
Usually
far
on
removed.
rounds. Yeah, usually on rounds like this, you see everybody run as a pack. Instead, we have Shinobi and Tamir that have gone rogue.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's just a setup for Expo. And hey, this is like that sniper meme, but you can actually turn around and shoot back at him. Who's behind you? Me. Who's behind me? You. Don't actually know what movie that's from.
I feel like I'm supposed to dramatic chipmunk it or something. Yes, this was a very weird round to witness. Didn't seem like there was really much of a plan there from ARAVT. They were all doing their own thing. And it didn't work out all that well. Now guns out, and wasting money with the Zeus is HiHi at the start of this round.
It's got to be a misbuy. Got to be a misbuy. Doesn't even have full util over here. Now he's going to do absolutely nothing. Expro maintains position, just using the one way to his advantage. And as soon as he chucks out that nade, control is going to chest bump it, pretty much. And Expro will be found out, but he's given a fair shot at the duel. Trying to fade away. Good for the damage under Tamir. It's a headshot to at least pull him down, but he can just switch back out for the Mach 10. Fury himself waits around the corner as well. WestmeloN to shut him down.
HiHi is coming in from behind, and smoke at the top of connector. Zacher seems to know what's up. On the corner are a couple T's, and they were hoping to spring the trap, but Zacher will escape. Still 4-on-4, and ARAVT have yet to show real indicators of which way they head. They still have Shinobi lurking outside of Monster, and with them peeling away from middle, seems to be that the B bomb site will be the intended target.
Zacher is still accompanied at least by Nelly and one flashbang in his pocket, but no, WestmeloN actually, and WestmeloN's rotating away. Oh, they've gone and bit into the fake. Well, utility being thrown on the other side of the map, and this is where It is just going to be 15 seconds left on the clock. WestmeloN reposition, but Zach has missed his first shot with a smoke down. WestmeloN immediately eliminated the entries. Are fantastic. That's exactly what they needed. Starry, with nothing more to add to the conversation, might even be thinking of doubling back and saving. With that kill, though, starts to think about it again. Another one found and another on top. Starry, the only healthy player left alive. Around the corner of the site comes Nelly. He will fall, but that gives Starry space to get on top of the site itself and right back to it. HiHi's taking his chance to reposition back into short. Starry's worried about HiHi having gone back to water. He thinks he's circled around the smokes as well. Now with information given up, no chance to defuse whatsoever. Starry's going to continue revealing his spot, and now it's all about HiHi finishing it off. Such a nicely played 2v4, but it just isn't meant to be.
Yeah, so well done there from HiHi to clutch this back in a 1v2 after losing all of his teammates around him. See, a little confused there, I think, Starry, about which way he could have gone, and that's why it's so important to always maintain sightlines and try your best to pick up the information as soon as you're given it. Starry doing ring around the rosies with himself, but an important clutch for ARAVT to win. They're up to double digits now and within one. The Lynn money would break after this round if the attacker side gets much success.
Zacher. Great shot to find over here. He did maybe let down his team just a little bit in the previous one. And holding on to the side. And double swing from Monster. These guys just don't stop accelerating forward. And maybe it's time to reconsider that strategy.
Yeah, Starry tried to smoke off the short tunnel, and I still think hold on to deep monster control, but very quick from Tamir to pick that one up. I don't think the jump spot saw Shinobi. Found a timing to just slip past that gap, so X-Pro is going to be none the wiser, and the sound cue will be given up eventually. Shinobi will know what this means.
There's only one metallic spot you're going to be jumping up and down on. Shinobi is going to be able to line this up perfectly. The timing works out for him as well. It looked like X-Pro was going to stop. Once again, ARAVT have been given an opportunity into a round that looked like should never have been presented to them whatsoever.
I even just want to save here if you're Lynn. I know it could be in forward positions. Retaking with the AWP as well for Zach rounding this corner would be extremely difficult. It's a hard fight, but Nelly finds it and immediately beams. Tamir playing up close, and they didn't expect them to double up. That ult was silent right behind Nelly the whole time. So Zach can get the defuse. This will be a Lynn win, but it comes at heavy costs. We have had one survivor in many rounds so far this second half. Again, a good effort there from ARAVT to pull it back, but not quite enough.
That double swing is so egregious.
Yeah, I mean, they've been aggressive through Monster just a couple rounds in the second half, but well, we saw Starry do it alone one time. This time he had a teammate, at least.
The good thing for Lynn Vision about the fact that they actually saved only one player so many times over is the fact that ARAVT also feel like maybe they can punish the CT side economy, so maybe, you know, just maybe this ends up working out against them. If they lose this round, ARAVT themselves will have their own money reset pretty damn badly. Flash is primed up. WestmeloN looking to intercept. Great spray down on the first, but it's sloppy on the second. Starry and Zach are left to provide janitorial services, and they are coming through in spades. The mop and the bucket, and a lot of blood on the ground to clean up with it.
Yeah, for all the flashes that ARAVT threw, WestmeloN got hit by a resounding 0 of them. So he was happy with the spot he picked. ARAVT quick up short, but nobody looking even vaguely his direction. That was a force buy there from ARAVT, and now a no buy coming into a potential 14th here for Lynn Vision. This has definitely been a scrappier showing, a little bit more back and forth than even what Ancient had to offer. But as soon as ARAVT tied, Lynn Vision got the lead back again.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that one. That's just a nade straight down mid Tamir and HiHi are gone. It's against players without armor, but it's definitely one of the most satisfying feelings in the game.
Like, wow, all I had to do was throw something, and I got kills. Very validating feeling. Inferno gives you a lot of that dopamine hit. His multi-kills on both sides of the map. Star with his M4, not utility. 14 here for Lynn Vision. Feels like ARAVT needs to put the brakes on now. By brakes, I mean, they need to stop the Lynn Vision run.
Put the brakes on to Lynn Vision instead of themselves?
Yeah, like a clamping wheel.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking more like, you know, like those tire killers. Something like that would be quite nice.
Ah.
Of course, last time these two teams faced up against each other, it was a 16-10 on Overpass, and Lynn Vision, of course, the one to deal that punishment out. Passed up through shot seems to be the name of the game, but the setup is good for dealing with it. Westmelon finds the first easily enough, and Expro comes in from behind. He's got the connector door blown open for himself, and Westmelon is also just taking the duel up against Shinobi. A connector player nowhere nearby to actually try and do much about it. The grenade will keep him honest, but the A bomb site is still open.
The setup was actually beautiful there from Lynn, but missed opportunity there from Westmelon around that smoke does leave ARAVT with a bit of a chance to come back into this round. Hold on, whether Zachary is able to get this kill or it goes the other way. Wow, fast adjustment, vertical flick down. Tamir didn't feel like he stood much of a chance. Had maybe a half second to react to that one, but now 2 on 4, and Lynn have the numbers on the B site.
Shinobi's walking forward. Oh my goodness, Nelly. Uncharacteristic that he's missing so many shots. Fury. A 1 on 3 that it seems like if he's not able to pull together, this is going to be a game given up. Entering through, Molly onto the bomb side as well. Smoke's been used, no more incendiaries, fortunately available for Lynn Vision, otherwise this would basically just be a gone round. It might be one anyway. Fury walks into Zaka's crosshair, and that's it. 15-10, ARAVT with no money either.
Gotta make do with what you have. Enough for Galil's armor and a couple bits of util around it. Very minimal amounts. Someone has to make the consolation and go for Molotovs and flashes, surely. Okay, nobody makes that concession. So it's all Galil's and armor. 2 flashes, 2 smokes. That's all they'll have to operate around with, and Lynn are using a lot of their resources early to make these fights more advantageous. Tamir partially blinded, and wow, Expro. The second shot is lovely, but that might be the dagger needed to push into the heart of ARAVT a little deeper. Nelly's kill as well will make that a deeper and deeper wound.
History is looking to repeat itself right now, Michael, but at least new history will be made the way things are going. Lynn Vision, 2 kills away from cementing themselves as a completely new contender for the Asian scene. If they're able to capitalize over here, well then, that's a grand finals appearance booked. Expro. And the corner waits where Expro is able to find one. That's Fury to quickly trade out. Zaka puts a close on the things, and despite a couple of nice rounds, a couple of good plays from the Lynn side, it is still going to be, rather the ARAVT side, it's still going to be Lynn to come out on top. We're off to a break. When we're back, we'll be breaking everything down as well.